There we go. Okay, we're recording. Share screen, desktop. Can you guys see my screen? Oh, I got too much crap open. Okay. So what we're going to go over tonight, we're going to go right through. I am going to create on Zoom a group cruise. So you guys take notes. This will be recorded. So if I start talking too fast, don't get too carried away because it will be recorded, and you're always welcome to call me or PM me and we can go over this privately as well. But I figure we might as well do this collectively so you guys can see exactly what I'm doing online. I'm going to try and minimize some of these boxes. Bear with me. There. Okay, so am I logged in? Yes. Okay, so I'm logged in to GoCCL, and they've changed their page if you haven't been on recently. So you're going to go to group bookings and click under create a booking and click on group bookings. So whoever's joining the call late, don't worry, I'm recording. We're going to go because we only have 40 minutes. So you log in, go to group bookings, the from date and the to date. I did a little research before I started this, and it's a 3-day weekend in the beginning of October. And the reason I'm picking October for the month is it's easy to market because it allows your clients to do payment plans, and it gives them a little bit of time to pay for the cruise. So it's an easy one to market. So I'm going to go in and pick October, the beginning of October. You just scroll through the dates. Come on. And you guys, I have bad internet issues, so if you lose me, I will pop back up, but I don't know that you lost me, and it will continue recording. So I don't always know when the internet drops me. So those are the dates that I picked. October 5th, 2018 to October 7th. And again, I went in and looked up the dates earlier. That's why. You guys can open up the dates. The maximum range you can put in here is 90 days to search. So the group type, I always do when I'm just doing free market, meaning I have no clients, I have nothing, I am just cold selling this cruise. I go to open promotion. I don't know what ship it's going to be, but I kind of know that I want to go to the Caribbean. So I'm clicking Caribbean. It's only a 3-day weekend, so I'm just going to click 2 to 5 days in the duration, and then I hit the search button. So this shows you within the dates that I put in all the cruises that are available. And if you look right here, it says groups booked. So it's saying there's no groups booked in this one, none in this. There is a group booked on these cruises. If an Evolution agent or several agents have one booked already, you may not be able to do a group booking in that on that ship. So the one that I wanted leaves on the 5th on the Victory, if you can see it right here. And right now there's nothing booked. So I'm just going to go over here to select. Now it brought me up my group cruise. This is where I'm going to make the group cruise. So if you scroll down here a little ways, and for those of you who have not gone through the tutorial on Carnival, do so. If you watch the tutorial and my video, it's going to make total sense. So right here, it's telling you at the bottom, max request allowed for this sailing is 50. So there's no way I'm going to cold sell 50 cabins. So we're just going to say, I'm going to ask for 15 because then I can get a free cabin. So here are all your different ones you can choose, and it tells you how many you can pick from each one. It says maximum requests allowed in this column right here. So again, this is probably going to be families adults that are just wanting to get a quick getaway. So I'm just going to go in here and ask for 2 cabins at the cheap rate. I'm going to ask for 2 cabins at the cheap ocean view, 2 cabins on the least expensive balcony. So that's 6. And then I will do 1, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So there's 13 cabins that I've asked for them to hold for me. We're going to hit save and continue. If my internet cooperates. Can you guys still hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, because I didn't name it. I see. Please enter a group name to continue. That's why it wouldn't go. It told me in red letters. So we're going to put back to school. That's what it's going to be named, the cruise. Okay, so now it's showing me everything that I asked for. It is showing me the lead rate prices. Okay, so when you get down here, it's going to say, yes, I have read and agree with the marketing guidelines and terms. If you haven't done so, click on that and it'll open up a box, read it. I've done enough of these, I know what it says. So I'm going to check the box. And I am going to click confirm booking. So now I have a group booking number. This is just, I just did a group booking with Carnival. Now you have your group cruise. Now what you want to do is go in and kind of refine it or tweak it. So everyone sees where it says fun points and flexi points. We'll get into that at another time, but you can add amenity points, and that gives things to your clients such as a box of chocolates and a bottle of wine or a bathrobe. There's other things also that are in there. We're not going to deal with that on this particular one. Again, just because it's a short cruise and it is a low lead rate cruise, we're not going to add anything in on this one. We'll do that on another one. So here's my group booking number. You want to make sure you take a picture of that or write it down. An LWP46. And then it's going to say up here, print confirmation. So I'm going to print confirmation. This is my contract with Carnival Cruise Lines. Make sure you print this out and keep it on file or save it on your computer, whatever, if you don't want to print it on paper. But you're going to use things off of this sheet when you start birthing your clients or when they have questions. This tells you the cancellation guidelines, when they can cancel and what they get back. And here are the payment guidelines, you guys. So when your clients call you tomorrow after you've advertised this all over Facebook, you tell them by March 12th, they have to pay $25 a person. Then you have to pay $100 a person by June 7th, and the balance isn't due until August 6th. This is for every single person on this booking. That's their payment arrangements that have to be made. Bear with me, I'll keep going here. So this gives you the details per person, the cost. And these are the cabins that we requested. So it's just kind of going through this slow, but you'll want to save this. So. Okay, I'm going to get out of here. So now let's say you have a client who, or sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself, you guys. So those are lead rates. You also have to remember that they have to pay the taxes and the fees. So when you advertise, this is how I find out exactly how to do the taxes and fees so that I'm not missing anything. What I do is I actually go in to birth guests, and you guys can do this a little different way. This is just how I personally do this, because it isn't always just 2 people. It might be 4 people, you know, it might be 3 people, and then you have the exact cost for those clients. For advertising purposes, we're just going to do it for double occupancy. So this is for 2 adults. So it automatically loads your group booking number and the dates of travel. My clients are from Idaho. So I just type in the qualifier, oops, and hit search. And then I also always add gratuities and travel protection to every one of my cruise bookings. That's the price that I display to my clients. So this is the one that we picked. You'll see it shows our rates. It's going to give you a choice to book in on other specials that they have. These are the other specials that Carnival's running. You will get credit for booking them in on your group. However, they have different promotions going on, and each one is different. If you click on, is it going to let me click on Early Saver? You might have to do it in another spot. But anyway, it'll tell you what the specials are. We are only going to use the group rate and hit select. That's the top one. That's the name of our cruise.
Can I keep the receipt, please, so I can write this out?
Okay, so this one right here, these are all the rooms that we chose that we can pick from. So we're just going to say the lowest rate for an interior, hit the words quick quote. And then right here in the middle of the page, you can click add gratuity. And then also click add vacation protection. You have to say which ones you want to add it to and submit changes. Come on, computer. Sorry, you guys, it's being kind of pokey. There it goes. Okay. So as you can see, it added in gratuities. Oh, where's the miscellaneous charges? Okay, and there's the travel protection. So now this gives you the total cost per guest. And it gives you what their deposit will be. And the reason the deposit went up, you guys, is because travel protection. They pay for the travel protection pretty much up front. So you can sell your cruise, and again, it's personal choice. You can sell your cruise without travel protection. I always add it in at the very beginning, because then they see what the cost is going to be for everything. Instead of saying, oh yeah, it's $25 deposit. Then if they want travel protection, now they have to come up with another, you know, $175 or whatever. So this is how I get my price to quote to my clients. So the total amount for 2 people for interior cabin, it's going to be $739.62. And I can tell them on my advertisement, this includes gratuities, it includes taxes and fees, and it includes travel protection. And it gives them their due dates for when they're the rest of their stuff is due. So that was a really quick overview, you guys. And then as far as advertising, if you guys go on other people's pages and look, you can advertise it many different ways. And okay, let's say you had more guests. Let's go back out of here to the home page. We'll say it's a family of 4, 2 adults and 2 kids. I'll do that real quick. So right here where it says number of travelers, you're going to click on 4. And guess what? It opens you up 2 more boxes. Come on. Idaho. Idaho. Just going to hit search. And we're going to do these rates. Back to school. Okay, and they said they wanted the cheapest room they had. So I'm going to hit quick quote on the interior, and it'll tell me if their number of guests exceed that room or not. Nope, it'll let them go in that room. So again, we're going to add vacation protection. Come on, computer.
When you get done, can you please check the chat?
Yes. I just wanted to show you how you can populate for more people going in the room. Thanks, Dwayne. Yeah, I have everything closed right now. Over amenities. Amenities. Whoever ever asked about amenities, I did not do that on this one just because we have the 40 minutes. A lot of my new partners have never even attempted to do a group. So this one is without any amenities because it's a short 3-day. I didn't add it in this one. And then is the children rate the same as adults? Basically, any body is the same price. It doesn't matter on a cabin. If they're taking up space and going to eat food, they are guest 1, guest 2, guest 3, and guest 4. So it doesn't matter what age they are. I think I'd have to go in Carnival on the infant is the only exception to that rule. Don't hold me to that. I would have to go in and double check. Okay, so we added vacation protection to that one, and then we're going to add gratuities. So now it brings your total cost. But what you see is guest 1 is $234, guest 2 is $234, guests 3 and 4 are only $99, but they still have to pay the gratuities, they still have to pay vacation protection, and they still have to pay taxes. So that brings the total cost to $1,405 for 4 people to go on this cruise. But that's how you go in and find out the total cost for your clients when you're getting ready to market it. Let me open up. And you guys, I know that was really fast. Again, I am recording it, but I hate getting cut off when I'm trying to do something. So does anyone have a specific question on something they want me to go over? And we might have time to go over amenities as well. Feel free to open up your mics and ask me questions.
Could you go show them how to do a group booking right quick?
That's what I just did.
Hiya.
Yes.
Why was the other 2 after you added them in so cheap? Because it was a groupie?
Say that again, hon.
It was like less. It was like $96 plus the the travel protection and the
Yep.
other stuff. Why
That
was it so much? Why was it so much less than the first two you did?
anytime you add extra people in the cabin, they usually give you a number 3 and number 4 discount. That's pretty general, because a lot of times it is children. You know, I don't want to say that, but you only have the 2 beds in an interior cabin, so they're not giving you anything extra, but they're going to be
Okay, so
you know, they're
don't
going
they take the
so it's a discount if you add additional people to your room.
Okay.
But it's
So what's the max allowed? 4?
and they will tell you if you put in 4 and the room won't fit 4, it'll say the number of guests exceed this room. You know, you can't put that many
Okay.
people in the room.
Okay.
And Dwayne, I'm sorry, what you I at the very beginning, that's what I did is I had them create a group. I was just showing them in here how to go in and find the cost for advertising. Doing it this way, my cheater way.
Okay.
So let's go back. I wonder if it'll let me go all the way back to the group. Okay. Go to group booking.
Can you also show them the drink package?
Yes. So here's our group booking, Dwayne. So you want me to show them the drink package? Modify, where's my... Dwayne, will it not let me go in here since I don't have anyone birthed in this one? Do I have to go to a different one?
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I don't have anyone birthed in this one, so will it let me see the fun things?
Go right there, modified booking.
Yeah, it's only saying increase or decrease. I don't have anyone birthed, so it won't let me see any of the fun stuff. Trying to think how I can go in. I think I have one already made.
I just have a quick question.
As a complete new
Hear me?
book.
Right. What Dwayne's saying, you guys, is if you open up, there we can go in at a different page, and I can't access it from this group page. But when you buy the drink package, so you can buy the alcohol package for X amount of dollars per person. You can also incorporate that into your advertising price. So you're giving them a price for everything. Or if they're not drinkers and want, so anyone in the same cabin has to buy a package. If it's...
Go to
Go ahead, Dwayne.
go to your GoCCL tab. No, up top.
Oh,
The tab.
oh, yeah. Go
You
figure.
gotta
I know, I just punched us out. Okay,
I just have a quick question.
go ahead.
Okay, so are we all going to be using the same booking number for advertising for everybody? In the
Anybody
same
can use this, yes. Any Archer agent can use this booking number and advertise it. And you can go in and create another one of your own. I did it basically to walk you through it quick so you see the steps. But any group booking that I have, all you guys need to, you guys see the booking number here because we did it together. But if you see something that I advertise, just call me. Any Archer agent can click on another agent's booking and book in. With that being said, use etiquette and contact the booking agent before you book in on their cruise. That's just etiquette. Again, they might,
Okay.
you know, already have those rooms reserved, and you might be getting to a point that you're stepping on their toes, you know, because there was only that one room left or something. So before you book in, always call the booking agent before you book in on their group cruise. But when we were in that screen, the very first screen that said that there's already a booking, if you click on it, it will allow you to book right in through GoCCL through another Archer agent. You can book right in on their cruise. And you,
So how do you
how
do you do commission?
because you're registered on GoCCL under your name. You will book in and
So
it'll just like you book.
So they'll automatically come to you through Archer?
The commission will go to you, yes, on their group book. What it helps them do is it helps them fill cabins, and that enables them to maybe get a free cabin or get a tour conductor cabin, or, you know, if they need 15 cabins for a party that they're trying to throw for the group. You know, when you book in with another agent, it can help everybody all the way around. But again, don't just book in. Make sure you contact that booking agent before you do anything like that. Again, that's just etiquette. That's common courtesy to the booking agent that created the booking.
Explanation.
And Dwayne, I'm sorry, I'm getting backed up here. So here's the fun shops, you guys. It says choose fun. And this is on the main GoCCL page. Huh. It says sign in, Tanya. No, that's not letting me go there. Let me get back here.
And another thing, when I had booked my cruise that's going on in June, they told me that although the person, like you said, Tanya, didn't drink, I would have to purchase her a drink package for alcohol, and it was a daily rate of $50. It wasn't like it was just a one-time price. It was a daily price.
Correct. It's per day. So if one person in your cabin buys a drink package, everyone in your cabin has to buy a drink package. If the children aren't old enough, and correct me if I'm wrong, Dwayne, they have to buy the Bubbles package, which is the soda and bottled water package. But one person in the cabin buys it, everyone has to buy it. Again, you know, for common sense, you guys, if one person buys it, they know you're going to share or whatever. It alleviates that issue with people buying one and then other people using it. And Dwayne, why am I having a problem finding the fun things? Oh, there it is, fun shops. Hello, Helen.
Let me just say this. Yeah, but I want to clarify this for those who's going to be booking anything to anybody else's group, okay? Now, there's a group booking number that you would go to see the booking, but when you bring in your couple, there's going to be a completely different booking number.
Correct.
Into that group booking number. So what you're doing is you're taking the booking number or the reservation number that you brought in. That's what you want to put on your booking and commission form from the travel cafe. That will distinguish you bringing that couple in. Right. That's how they're going to separate the pay.
Thank you, Dwayne.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
Thank you. And then another thing, you guys, when I do these open promotions, you know, everybody's like, oh, it's cheaper if we all get in one room. Well, you know, there's not that much room in the cabins. If you've never been on a ship, there's not very much room in there. And it doesn't benefit you as a travel agent to put 4 people in one room. It's to your benefit to have 2 people each in 2 cabins. That is way more to your benefit, and the clients are going to be much happier because they're not crammed into one little dinky room. You know, again, you do the multiple occupants if they have little ones with them. But as far as 4 adults staying in one room, if you've never been on a cabin or in the interior cabin, that wouldn't be very much. That wouldn't be very nice. You don't even have enough room for your luggage, you know, so really try and talk them into going separate. It isn't that huge of a savings for them when you consider the alternative with no room and being cramped. And my
Or I might add, you might want to convince them or try to talk them into getting connecting stateroom or even a suite. Cost might offset over, you know, the length of the tour.
Okay, I finally found it, you guys. I went to fun shops, and then I'm going to click on beverage programs. And then again, you know, you can include everything. You can add Wi-Fi. If you click on anything in these fun shops, these are all things they can add on to. But again, you don't want to make it too complicated when you're, okay, here's the Cheers program. And it tells you right at the bottom, it's $51.95 a day plus a 15% gratuity. And then the bottomless bubbles for the kids, adults is $7.50 a day and kids is $4.95 a day with the gratuity added. And if you click add to cart, it'll show you the total cost with the gratuities. Sorry for my pokiness. And then,
Okay, while we're waiting on that,
go ahead, Dwayne.
while we're waiting on, just so you know, when you take a cruise, you can bring on the ship your own unopened bottle of wine or champagne to a 150 milliliter. And I want to say a 6-pack of soda or beer.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
So I was just looking through everything. Add more people in or add, certain amenities or whatever to a cab, because you know I was going through the
Sorry, my internet's being a little funky.
confused.
Birth is not adding the names to the cabin. That's it. Everything else is just the add-on for them that you want to give to your clients. Where she is right now, I mean, you can even put gifts, leave gifts inside the cabin when they arrive. They'll do decorations, all that.
Okay.
Yeah, but birthing, that when they say that, it's nothing but adding the actual names and, you know, their dates of birth and all that. Really just confirming them to the room.
Okay. For each
Go ahead.
Yes.
That's
And-
for each individual cabin.
Right.
Okay. Got it.
Then what
I'm gonna always say this. It's so much easier just to pick up the phone and do this. My first group booking on Carnival, I had the client on the phone with Carnival on a 3-way call. They did everything. All I did was just sit back and listen. And she actually paid Carnival with a check by phone.
Yep.
First one, easiest one I've ever done. But my mentor told me pick up the phone.
Yeah.
What I would say is most of these training courses are just for your knowledge. And when you want to book something, call the vendor because they have the best possible rates at that time. Things could have changed. It's better for you to call in. You never know what extras you might be able to get out of reservation that's actually helpful. Because that's what they're there for. They have a designated staff, just about all the vendors, for travel agents.
Thank you.
Okay.
And then this one, Dwayne, I did for a cold market, just a cold market advertising, just so you know, that's why I was showing them how to do this one. And the reason, you guys, that I do these is because when you get to the deposit date, due date, about a week to 10 days before the deposit's due. If I've had no one sign up, all I have to do is go in and type cancel this reservation, and Carnival says, okay, thank you. Why are you canceling? And I put no interest. You don't get charged a dime for they held all these cabins. So, you know, and that's why the first due date is very early. You know, so if you haven't had anyone book in, all you have to do is go in and cancel it, and you're not out any money whatsoever. And anybody who has booked in is protected. They're not canceled. They still get all the benefits of your group cruise without it being a group cruise anymore, because you've only booked one cabin or two cabins. You didn't book all 15.
Tanya,
Yes.
do they offer marketing material for your cruise, or no? You have to get
Yes.
that
If you go into marketing tools, right here on my screen, it says marketing collateral library. They have every single electronic anything you want. Web banner.
Is there a fee for it?
Huh?
Is there a fee for it?
No, ma'am. You download them right on your computer.
Okay.
And I only got a couple minutes left, you guys. Does anyone have any other questions? And I know it was really quick.
Tanya.
Yes.
Dwayne.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Lisa. When Dwayne was saying that you can call the vendor, does that affect your commission when you call them to do it yourself?
No.
To have them to do it?
Not through Carnival, Dwayne, correct?
Not on Carnival.
Not on
but,
Carnival.
that's a good question, because you want to ask it. Because some of them will dent your commission. I don't know which vendor those are, but you can ask that question before you even have the conversation.
But I've done the same as Dwayne and booked someone on Carnival over the phone. And again, like Dwayne was saying, I got a couple extra things thrown in that didn't cost my client anything. But again, I was booking. I wasn't doing a marketing campaign. What we just did right here is an open marketing campaign, you guys. We have no clients right now. All we're doing is throwing it out on the internet and saying, this is what I got. And then that will lead, they might not book in on that one, but what it does is it creates traffic to your page. It shows you're an active agent. You're not a secret agent no more. You're out there promoting things, and it's something that you've created. So, and you have a little bit of knowledge of how to get around the site. That's all I did this for. It's an open market creation of a group cruise. And you're more than welcome to book someone in on it. You know, it's not, I'm not saying that. It's just, we did this without any clients in mind. Any other questions before we get cut off?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you for all the help with this. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. I'll try and do another one, you guys, that shows how to add the amenities in. And again, watch the Carnival tutorial. It is very self-explanatory. I mean, you get kind of lost because you don't know what tabs to go in. But write notes. You can keep going back to that tutorial and playing it over, and you can rewatch this recording when I put it up. It's really simple. Don't overthink it. Just do it.
Thank you, Tanya.
Yep, you're not going to mess anything up, you guys. Nothing. If you're not putting in credit card information, you're not going to hurt anything. Don't be afraid to click on stuff and open it up and see where it takes you. All right.
Good job. Awesome training.
I'm going to end this before it cuts me off.
Bye, Tanya.
Thanks, you guys.